The dining hall at Toowoomba Blackhall Norfolk Macquarie Grammar School was a fucking war zone. The air was thick with dart smoke from Sammy Faggotson, the 4'2" nicotine goblin who had been chain-smoking under the cafeteria table since first period.
Soft cock.
Every time someone told him to put it out, he just hissed, flicked his rollie at their feet and muttered, "Soft cock." Now the entire hall was a hot box. Half the kids inside had been unintentionally chiefing darts for an hour, barely able to see their food through the fog. The smell of nicotine, petrol fumes, and cafeteria mashed potatoes mixed into something so cursed, the principal had to be escorted out. Nobody had seen Rat in months. He had been taken again, by Diddy. Some say he had to lube up. Some say he likes it now, but nobody truly knows. All they heard, whispered in the wind, was the faintest, weakest cry. And then, silence. The GIMP table was a mess of second-hand calculators, half-finished rollies, and cans of sugar-free V. At the center sat GAYCOB GIMPAGE, a wannabe Eshe who thought he had GIMP strength but realistically had the muscle mass of a dying grasshopper.
Yeah, I run this place.
He acted like he ran the school, but everyone knew he was just a failed soccer rat who took gym selfies with no progress. Next to him, Henry Ugly Gimpret Farm Patrolman was off his fucking head on petrol fumes, his brain calculating outcomes the human mind was never meant to comprehend.
The numbers, they don't add up, mate.
Beside Henry sat Chody Gimpwood, flexing his fake fencing muscles, thinking he had real farmer strength. And then there was Kingy Farm Rat, the only one who actually had farm strength, built from years of carrying bales, shifting machinery, and punching metal posts for fun. Across the room, at the footy beer shag table trademark, sat the strongest, dumbest, and drunkest rats in the school. Luke DURROSE, the human slab of beer and violence. Gimp Maguy, the piss-paralyzed wheelchair demon forever chasing Gout. And a mob of footy lads all yelling in their native tongue.
Footy.
Farty. Piss.
Footy.
Beer.
Shag.
Sick cunt.
Beer.
Footy.
Shag.
Piss.
Footy.
Piss.
Footy.
The Gimps stood up in unison. The footy lads stood up too. Trays crashed to the floor. All vote. It had begun. Kingy stormed forward, boots slamming into the linoleum. McGay grinned, already revving his wheels like a goddamn supercar.
I've been farm strong since birth, you little wheelchair rat.
I will catch you someday, Gout.
Then, in a blur of speed, McGay launched forward at supersonic piss levels. Kingy lunged, but it was too late. McGay veered left, then instantly whipped right, his wheels cutting deep trenches into the linoleum floor. Before Kingy could react, McGay clipped his ankles at full speed. Crack, Kingy collapsed. His farmer ankles, broken. The Gimps gasped in horror. McGay spun in victory, throwing his arms up.
Wheelchair fucking dominance.
From somewhere deep in the halls, all The cafeteria was silent. Only two were left. GAYCOB stepped forward, shirt off, soccer socks pulled up. His twig arms shook with adrenaline. Across from him, Luke DURROSE, a human keg of beer and violence. They locked eyes.
Oh, you think you're strong, mate? I've been training. Luke DURROSE. Vo, shut the fuck up.
Then he lunged, GAYCOB swung first, but his soccer arms were weak. Luke caught the punch mid-air. Silence. The entire cafeteria gasped. Henry's brain ran the numbers. The equation was impossible. Then, with one single shove, Luke sent GAYCOB flying across the room like a kicked football. He hit the wall so hard the fire alarm went off. He landed in a pile of mashed potatoes, motionless. Luke DURROSE cracked open a beer.
Stick to soccer, you weak dog.
The footy table erupted in victory.
Footy, 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 piss, shag, beer, sick cunt.
McGay did laps around the cafeteria screaming about Craig the gnome.
From somewhere in the distance, fading into the abyss, although GIMPAGE!
Henry sat at the GIMP table recalculating what went wrong. Kingy, still clutching his ruined farmer ankles, lifted his head. He spoke his final words.
Farming sesh cancelled.
The footy table remained king.